So we're going to chat about wall slides here. So wall slides are a great drill to help teach what's called scapulohumeral rhythm. So it's just a fancy way of saying making sure that wherever the arm goes, the shoulder blade follows. Because when it comes to the throwing motion, if you're trying to throw a softball and your shoulder blade is pinched back here, the arm can't deliver the softball. So we want to make sure that wherever the arm is moving, the shoulder blade is moving with it. Okay? So this is what the drill is going to help teach the younger athletes how to do that. So as always, you got to set your eyes and look at the hips, making sure that the hips are tucked underneath the shoulders and that the rib cage is stapled down and that the core is braced. So the athlete's going to start with their pinkies just outside their shoulders. Then from here, Jo's going to gently lean into the wall, and as she's leaning in towards the wall, she's going to get to the top here and kind of shrug up a little bit. So now we have the shoulder blades moving up the back, which we want. Now she's going to be able to take her pinkies and just tilt them off the wall a little bit, okay? And then from there, she's going to come back to the wall and then control back down to that starting position. So at the very top, we're teaching the shoulder blade to tilt a little bit. So we'll go again. So this is another good rep. So she's going to go up the wall. Yeah, nice and easy. Once she gets to the top, she's going to do a little shrug. Then from there, you should see the pinkies come off, and you should see a lot of motion here. So it's almost like a wall. Then from there, she's going to come back to the wall and come back down. Some mistakes that you're going to see is, first mistake is people are just too aggressive with the wall. So you really just want your pinkies on the wall. You don't want your forearm stapled to the wall. So what you'll see is as people go up, they just put way too much pressure and you're just taking the shoulder blades out of the motion there. So we want to make sure you're nice and soft with the pinkies. So that's the only thing that should be touching the wall. Next thing is people, what they do is they go ahead, they retract or they squeeze their shoulder blades together. So now these are stuck here and now you're trying to move up overhead, and then when the athlete gets here, they're not going to be able to really move off the wall because the shoulder blade's not there to help support the upper arm and the humerus to do its job. So you really want to make sure that you're getting the shoulder blades to move up the wall, and then the shoulder blades are going to help move the arm off the wall, okay? I would say next, the last mistake that we see is going to help come from the lower back. So they did a good job, they're reaching up the wall, the shoulder blades are moving, but then they get to this hardest part and they just extend through the lower back to get motion. So they're not actually getting the motion coming from the shoulder blade, they're getting it coming from the lumbar spine or the lower back. So if you see an athlete do that, when they come back down, you really just put your hand here and ask them to push back into it a little bit, and they should feel their abs. From here, you can just put your hand here, have them go up the wall, and then just say, make sure that you don't lean into my hand. They're going to come off the wall. As long as everything stays nice and flat, they're going to be in a good position. And same thing too, you want to make sure that the toes are dug in, because if the toes are flat, it's going to bias them to kick their hips back like this. So you want to make sure that there's a straight line running from the shoulders all the way down to the hips. So those are going to be tall kneeling, so around 2 knees, wall sides with lift off.